零基础突破英语听说900例基础会话。
Drill 1. Hello, Bill. Where did you go yesterday? Hello, Bill. Where did you go last night? Hello, Bill. Where did you go the day before yesterday? Hello, Bill. Where did you go the night before last?
2. I went to see a friend of mine yesterday afternoon. I went to visit a friend of mine yesterday afternoon. I went to call on a friend of mine yesterday afternoon.
3. Did you see Mr. Jones yesterday morning? Did they see Mr. Jones yesterday morning? Did she see Mr. Jones yesterday morning? Did he see Mr. Jones yesterday morning? Did Bill and Helen see Mr. Jones yesterday morning?
4. I didn't see Mr. Jones, but I saw John Smith. I didn't see Mr. Jones, but I saw my friend John. I didn't see Mr. Jones, but I saw my good friend John. I didn't see Mr. Jones, but I saw one of my old friends.
5. What did you talk about? Did you talk about languages? What did you talk about? Did you talk about the weather? What did you talk about? Did you talk about your work?
6. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about a lot of different things. We talked about a lot of subjects. We talked about a lot of different subjects.
7. What did you talk about last night? What things did you talk about last night? What subjects did you talk about last night?
8. Last night, I asked him a lot of questions. Last night, I asked her a lot of questions. Last night, I asked them a lot of questions. Last night, I asked Mr. Green a lot of questions.
9. Did you ask them a lot of questions yesterday afternoon? Did you ask them many questions yesterday afternoon? Did you ask them a few questions yesterday afternoon? Did you ask them several different questions yesterday afternoon?
10. What did you ask him? Do you remember? What did you ask her? Do you remember? What did you ask them? Do you remember? What did you ask Helen? Do you remember?
11. I asked him if he spoke English. He said he did. I asked him if he got up early. He said he did. I asked him if he went to bed late last night. He said he did. I asked him if he wanted a cup of coffee. He said he did.
12. He said he would rather have a cup of tea if I didn't mind. He said he would rather have a glass of water if I didn't mind. He said he would rather have a piece of pie if I didn't mind. He said he would rather have a light breakfast if I didn't mind.
13. I asked him if he knew anybody in New York. He said he did. I asked him if he knew somebody in New York. He said he did. I asked him if he knew anyone in New York. He said he did.
14. He answered almost all of my questions. He answered quite a few of my questions. He answered just a few of my questions.
15. He didn't say how old he was, did he? He didn't say how old she was, did he? He didn't say how old Mr. John Smith was, did he?
16. Did you ask him if he knew anybody in New York? Did you ask him if he knew anybody in London? Did you ask him if he knew anybody in Paris? Did you ask him if he knew anybody in Tokyo? Did you ask him if he knew anybody in Saigon? Did you ask him if he knew anybody in Leopoldville?
17. You saw a friend of mine the day before yesterday, didn't you? You visited a friend of mine the day before yesterday, didn't you? You called on a friend of mine the day before yesterday, didn't you? You talked to a friend of mine the day before yesterday, didn't you?
18. I wanted to see Mr. Jones yesterday, but he wasn't there. I wanted to see Mr. Jones yesterday, but he wasn't at home. I wanted to see Mr. Jones yesterday, but he wasn't at work. I wanted to see Mr. Jones yesterday, but he wasn't at the university. I wanted to see Mr. Jones yesterday, but he wasn't in the office.
19. He said he would rather not answer my questions. He said he didn't want to answer my questions.
20. Finally, I asked him how old he was. Then I asked him how old he was.
21. My wife asked me if I would like some coffee. My wife asked me when I would like some coffee. My wife asked me what time I would like some coffee.
22. My friend spoke to me in English. My friend talked to me in English. My friend answered me in English.
23. He spoke very well. He spoke quite well. He spoke extremely well.
24. Did you talk to John Smith? What did he say? Did you talk with John Smith? What did he say?